We are now recording, and for the record, could I just have you say and spell your name for me, and you can look at me during the interview.
Thank you. My name is Claude McCann, CLAUDE, MCCANN.
Capital M, capital C. Second
Yes.
C is capitalized, just double checking. Okay, wonderful. And you are to Joe McGee?
I am chairman of the board for Legacy Community Federal Credit Union.
Perfect. All right, so tell me a little bit more about tell me how you and Joe met, and tell me a little bit about your relationship up to this point, because it's been a long-standing relationship.
Yes, it has been a long-standing relationship. When I met Joe, I was a member of the supervisory committee for Legacy.
I'm so sorry. That was a test run. All right.
No problem.
One more time, sir. Tell me a little bit about you and Mr. McGee, how you guys met, and tell me a little bit about your long-standing relationship, because it is.
Yes, if I recall correctly, I met Joe. I was already a member of the supervisory committee at Legacy, and shortly thereafter became a member of the board. And at that time, we were known as University Federal Credit Union, and we ended up with a vacancy. Our CEO, Mr. Tom Light, who was a man that we really enjoyed working with, and who was a great leader for the credit union. He resigned, he retired, and we went on a search for a CEO. And at that time, Joe was already on staff at University Credit Union. And after going through the process, the board settled on hiring Mr. Joe McGee. And throughout that process, we've become close friends and colleagues, obviously, as a result of handling the business and affairs of Legacy Credit Union. Joe led the rebranding of University Credit Union to its current name, which is Legacy Community Federal Credit Union, and provided us with, as CEO, provided us with enormous leadership during that change.
So let me have you start the sentence, and I'll let you finish it. Joe McGee deserves this award because?
Joe McGee deserves this award because he's simply an outstanding leader, not just of the credit union and the credit union industry, but in the community as well. I mean, he serves on a number of boards for various nonprofits, and works very closely with all of our members. Anything that we need to accomplish as a credit union, he takes a leadership role. He's out there, and he has a tremendous capacity to become friends and colleagues with the people that he meets. He's well liked and respected throughout the community, and I think his years of service simply demonstrates that he's simply an outstanding CEO and president of our credit union.
Wonderful. So shortly here, I don't know when, but I know that it is on the horizon that Mr. McGee will be retiring. Oh, let you take a look at that, please.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
I know that Mr. McGee is in the process of working toward retirement, so that should be happening whenever, but it's on the books that he will be retiring at some point. I don't know what that date is, but and I don't know if he's selected one exactly, but I know that retirement is in the plan. What will it be like, and not that the next person coming in wouldn't be wonderful, but what will it be like to lose Mr. McGee to retirement? Because this will be the second retirement that you've been a board member for, so what's that like to lose somebody like Joe McGee?
Well, it's always stressful to some extent when you lose an excellent employee, including a CEO and president of an organization. But Joe McGee has done a good job in providing a succession plan that will enable us to, I think, make the transition. And even though he will be missed, I think that we have in place an enormous staff, an enormous team that I think will carry Legacy forward in the right direction.
Perfect. And then I know that you've got some notes, and I want to make sure that you get to say what's in your notes. I'm just going to fix that a little bit. There you go. You were good. Is there a question you want me to ask you per your notes?
Well,
When folks prepare for an interview, I wanna make sure that they get to use those notes.
I mean, I just kind of put these things down, just to kind of make sure I remembered some of the
Sure.
activities that he was involved with, but basically.
Well, then, let's do this, we can cover this
We
with
can cover
graphics
it, yeah.
and video, go ahead and hold that and read it.
No.
Hold it in your lap and read it off if you wanna talk about his activities and make sure you don't miss anything.
Okay.
I just hate for folks to get in the car or go home
Yeah,
and say,
I got
man,
you.
I wish I had said that.
I got you.
So, if we're gonna make effort to make a great video, I wanna make sure that you get to use your notes. So feel free to go ahead and, look at me and read your notes, and we can cover it with video and
Okay.
images and graphics even, if appropriate.
Okay, well, simply I'll say that Joe has focused his tenure at Legacy on service to our members and to the credit union movement, to the community as well. He's been a member of many charitable contributions. His service has included chairman for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Joe has supported UAB as part of the Athletics Foundation. As you know, we started out as University Federal Credit Union, and that was our core SEG group. And so he's continued in that capacity to make sure we service our initial SEG group very, very well. And so he's been a supporter of that. He served on the board of EPL, and he's also served with the League of Southeastern Credit Unions in various capacities. So he's a very committed professional as it relates to the financial credit union industry, and he's a very committed member of the community. He remains involved, and I'm sure he'll continue to be involved as he goes forward. This is an outstanding recognition for Joe, and we feel that he will carry this honor as well as he's carried all of his other involvements, which is basically has been in an exceptional manner.
Wonderful. All right, so anything else in your notes that you would like to add?
I mean,
Okay, then let's do this. Obviously, Mr. McGee does not know that he won, which I'm glad you
He
guys didn't
does.
tell him.
No.
It'll be fun to see him win at SQC. But any special message to Joe as he's literally going to watch this video for the first time with the adrenaline pumping and surprise that he won? Any special messages for Joe?
Congratulations to Joe McGee. This is an outstanding honor and achievement, one you should be proud of, but it's also one that you deserve. You served us well at the credit union, and we can't be more thrilled to see this recognition and this activity acknowledged by the league. So we just wish you well in all your future endeavors, and we thank you very much for all of the service that you are currently rendering and that you have rendered for Legacy Community Federal Credit Union. I have certainly enjoyed your acquaintance, and just look forward to continuing our relationship, but just in a new capacity as you go forward. Yeah, pause for a minute.
For sure.
Does he know that you all know that he's retiring? And should